Make sure you get this. Yep, I got 3 minutes to basically bitch at fucking humanity. Most of the fights, I swear to God, were either about two things. One about some basically woman that essentially has lied and said basically one thing and then essentially done the other. Or some type of battle between, like, you know, basically vagina. I mean, even Zeus is basically, you know, guilty of this type of thing. So this is about this vagina. And what was done and what was happening about that vagina. Like Troy, you know, Helena of Troy was the fucking, you know, culprit overall. Like, you know, the root cause. If she was taken out of it, would Troy ever be burnt? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she was never just existed type of thing. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? So thus, vagina. Anyways, or men over vagina. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even David, I would have had a fucking, like, you know, I would have been in an earlier line of David if I was basically able to, like, you know, fucking be here. But no, I was killed early because of fucking vagina. I was his first son. Dead. Now I have to basically wait for me to come back, recycle, give or take, you know, a few eons, you know. Anyways, just because of his vagina. Anyways, so that's that. So the other one, though, is misheard things. Misinterpreted words or some type of, you know, oh my God, he said this. He said what? He called me a nigger? What did he say that? And so then he's going down the line. I've said, you know, who is that Negro man? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Mexico or something. ¿Quién es? ¿Qué es? Un hombre negro. ¿Qué? ¿Quién es? What'd you say? You call me nigger? Negro? What? I no sabe nada. And then all of a sudden, I don't even know. And then all of a sudden, I mean, it's like literally lynched and mobbed basically reversely, almost like it's basically South Africa. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, yeah. I'm terrified, but I just basically, my language basically just like, you know, misheard things. But how often is I misheard things, especially with the fucking police back in the day, the 40s and 50s and 60s. They were a little old and especially chubby and basically were eating those donuts or whatever, but basically filling their very auditory holes with the same fat. So then all of a sudden you basically are saying something and they say, what'd you say, sir? Get in the line. But then basically once they got you, then they basically will get you on other shit. And all of a sudden you're thrown in prison for 35 years just because they misinterpreted what you were trying to say, putting slurs attached to it, but they didn't give a shit because they heard something you said that it was offended to them. They didn't like being called baby or something. Don't call me baby. You know, Dustin was mad at me once because I literally called him baby. You know, but I actually call people baby endearingly. Hey, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put emphasis behind it. You guys don't even know. Like, I'm Chinese. You know what I'm saying? When I say, hey, baby, my baby to you is different than any other baby I say to anyone else because of the inflection behind it. Just like the Chinese. You ever fucking say it? You can say baby, 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 but if you say it with a different inflection, it's a different word completely. Even though it sounds the same, kind of. But you have to be very subtle. It's very musical, but you have to be attentive. Mandarin is the hardest language in English. I want everyone to go fuck themselves if they think they're so cool with, like, you basically having the best of the best. No, the Chinese have the best of the best. Technically, the language is fucking, like, more advanced than fucking, like, you know, any of our boxed dinners that we could ever.